Hey, it's Grandpa. Welcome to Grandpa's World. Today we're going to do a UFO story on Amy Rylance. She was sleeping just fine in her bed when the aliens brought her through her window into their ship. Her friend had just come into the room and saw this happen to her. Keith and his wife Amy was spending the night with Patra Heller. That's a good tongue twister. She was their business partner on their new property called the Whispering Winds Winery. It was late when Keith decided to call it a night and went to bed, leaving Amy there watching the television. Petra was in her room. Amy fell asleep there on the couch in the front room. Petra woke up and went to the front room where Amy was, and Petra saw a beam of light coming through the window above Amy. It picked Amy up, took her through the window, and carried her away. Petra screamed and fainted. Keith woke up from Petra's scream and raced out the bedroom. Petra was incoherent. Keith went looking for Amy outside but couldn't find her. Petra told Keith that what she saw, but he didn't believe her. He looked for Amy until midnight, and he called the police. By the time the police got there, he had listened again to Petra and then believed her. The police looked for her, took samples, notes, like the flowers near the window were dying. While the police were still on the property, they looked for her. She called Keith. She was 500 miles away from home at a gas station, dehydrated and confused. A woman who had found Amy took her to the hospital. The police went there to ask her questions. Amy told them Petra had already said basically what happened, how the aliens came and brought her into the ship. She woke up sitting on a table. That's when she heard a male voice comforting her, telling her she was safe, and they said they would leave her close to her home. That's when she found herself on the ground with the woman taking her to the hospital. Amy was in good shape, so the hospital released her. Keith and Petra would be up the next day to get her, so the police put Amy in the hotel. Amy had strange marks on her. Her hair was very dark. Her legs looked like she hadn't shaved for days. Keith and Amy and Petra left the hotel, claiming that the men in black had followed them, and they no longer would be staying at the winery and wouldn't stay where they're living now. So that's the end for today. Have a good one. We'll see you later.